is a 2020 Korean drama that follows Ki Son-kyom, a famous track athlete from an influential family, and Oh Mi-ju, a passionate film translator with a strong sense of purpose. When their paths cross, they embark on a journey through the complexities of modern life, tackling issues like workplace discrimination, bullying, and systematic corruption. Aims family expectations and societal pressures, they support each other in finding balance, self-growth, and the courage to pursue their own paths. In this segment, we're shifting our focus to explore three socio-cultural issues that appears in Ranon: hierarchical power abuse or kaptir, the struggles of women in power and motherhood, and corruptions. Spoilers ahead.
The first sociocultural issue we will address is the bullying of junior peers by their seniors as a result of hierarchical power abuse. This form of abuse, called kapsil, takes place in a hierarchical setting and is perpetrated by a dominant party towards an inferior one. In Ranon, the setting is a sports academy where older peers abuse their superiority in age and background to discriminate against the junior. Kim Woo-sik, the youngest member of the track team. 정견 선배가 사는 곡인데 놓칠 수 없죠. 맛있겠다. 똑바로 쳐. Here we can see Woo-sik's peers use bangmal with him, make him run errands, order him around, and let out their frustrations on him. The bullying becomes physical when the seniors project their personal anger on Woo-sik, beating him up to the point of being hospitalized. Kapsil affects the team's environment, leading to a lack of communication, friendship, or stable learning environment. It hinders juniors and the team from improving by creating tension and pressure.
These negative effects are reflected in the unhealthy gap-il relationship. The senior students, the GAP, use their power to control the juniors, the IL, who can't resist but are expected to follow orders quietly. Because both GAP and IL accept the power abuse, things don't change as there is no resistance from the IL nor any consequences for the GAP. Gapchi victims like Woo-sik can be discouraged from speaking up because they fear dismissal, being ignored, or blamed for causing trouble within the team and tarnishing the school's image. Students can be reluctant to address Gapchil because it feels exhausting, futile, and like a disruption in their busy lives. Students are scared to fail in their pursuits, so they do what they feel they must do to succeed.
저희가 군기가 빠져서 선배님이 정신교육 시켜주신 겁니다.
상황 들어보니 선수들끼리 단순히 주먹 따짐을 좀 한 것 같은데.
주먹 따짐도 아닙니다. 그냥 선배님이 기합 좀 주신 거죠.
Here the physical abuse is dismissed as discipline. Instead of recognizing the abuse as capchil, it's viewed as disciplining a junior who still needs to learn his place. Discipline is accepted as a rightful way to maintain social order and reprimand people who defy this order. However, such duty can be used to legitimize capchil.
Now we'll explore the portrayal of women in power through the characters Yukjiu and Sodana. The drama not only captures the complexities of hierarchy, but also challenges societal expectation regarding motherhood and the professional capabilities of women.
Sodana, a sports agency CEO, embodies the modern working woman who faces numerous challenges in a male-dominated industry. She's portrayed as strong and capable, yet she must constantly prove her worth in a professional setting, while also having the pressure to perfectly balance her personal relationship. Dana never shows her weaknesses, always wins, is heartless and cold, but in truth feels lost and trampled upon because she's a girl. In episode 5 in particular, Dana wrestled with her duties in the family business, and her interaction with Ki Song-gyum, her brother, reveals her frustration with the way her ambitions are undermined due to her gender. Meanwhile, Yuk-jiu represents the traditional notion of motherhood that many women struggle against. As working mother, she is often blamed by her husband for her children's struggle and perceived failures, which represent the reality of many Korean women, who are frequently held responsible for their children's behavior and well-being. In Ranon, Ji-woo also carries the burden of being a professional actor who built a profession at the cost of being with her children, leading to a complex portrayal of a character.
The drama highlights the narrative that, despite women's professional capabilities, they are still expected to fulfill traditional roles at home. This often leads to feelings of guilt and inadequacy, as society tends to undermine women's ability in both spheres. Episode 16 in particular has a moment where Jiu says, "Another chance will come by as long as I'm working, but doing nothing while my child is in pain, think of everything I achieved at the expense of neglecting them. I'll go back to being an actor tomorrow." Here she reflects on choosing her children over her career, despite years of hard work and sacrifice, demonstrating her inner conflict and eventual prioritization of family, which the drama seems to emphasize. Through the contrasting portrayals of Sodana and Yukjiu, Ranon critiques the societal norms that limit women's potential in the workplace. The drama effectively shows that these women can excel in their careers without sacrificing their careers as women and mothers, though it still holds the notion of being mothers in the traditional sense of the word. By focusing on these two characters, Ranon encourages viewers to reflect on their perception of women's capabilities. This message is especially vital in a rapidly changing society where women are increasingly breaking through barriers in various fields.
Lastly, but nonetheless a very important contemporary societal issue we will talk about is corruption. Korea is internationally notorious for its financial and political corruption. Ranon includes multiple scenes that are related to this. The main character's dad is a wealthy politician with a lot of power, and he demonstrates bribery in multiple scenes. He covered up things that worked against his political campaign or gave money to order people around. When his son, a representative athlete of South Korea, got into a fight and caused problems, he made sure that his son was not disciplined and that his own political activities were not hindered. He gave money to the players and coaches so that the problem would not become public. The father used his son as a tool in his political campaign, and he also controlled information appearing to the media to suit his own needs. In another scene, he hands the female main character, Omiju, a sum of money to make sure she does not translate everything his son says, but to filter out controversial answers. This clearly demonstrates bribery involving the Kaptil relationship, since the politician is older, wealthier, and more influential than Omiju, and he's abusing his power. This drama might be pushing Koreans to change their view on corruption because it shows that Omiju does not accept corruption and instead chooses what she thinks is best, which works out for her in the end. This shows the viewers that corruption might be an easy option, but not always the best option. However, anyone who doesn't benefit from corruption will see it as something bad, but the people who do benefit from it will not just change their view on it because of watching a drama.
Ranon intertwines personal growth with societal critiques, spotlighting key issues in South Korea: the toxic dynamics of hierarchical power abuse, capture, the battle for gender equality at work and home, and the extensive effects of corruption. While highlighting these challenges, the drama also offers hope, showing that resistance and resilience can lead to change. It encourages viewers to envision and contribute to a more equitable society.